Is it recording? Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, what's up, guys? I got a theory for you on Wikipedia for the zombie storyline. So I thought I'd do a live well, not live, but webcam video that I haven't done yet. So I'll test it out. Okay. So it's a pretty long story, so it's gonna be a while. So bear with me, and I have trouble reading this. Trust me, because there's a lot of fancy words, and I already read it to my dad, and I had some problems. So we'll see how it goes. All right, begin. One thing. I take no credit for coming up with this theory because I found it online, as you can see right here. And there's, I'll tell you what the website is later. Okay, so microphones over here. Dr. Maxis and his scientist team, Group 935, were tasked with creating an army of super soldiers and new technology for the government project Christendon, I can't pronounce that word. Christendon, it looks like, yeah, whatever. Doris, or the Giant. In his experiments, Maxis used element 115 to create the zombies. The zombies, however, couldn't be controlled and would always be killed when they went berserk. While this was going on, Richtofen was testing 115 on living test subjects to create his super soldiers at a Siberian facility. In his experiments, Richtofen used Takio, Nikolai Belinsky, and an unknown Mexican. When Richtofen accidentally killed the Mexican, he replaced him with Dempsey. Dempsey had recently been captured when he led a Mexican Marine recon team to an abandoned asylum to rescue Dr. Peter McCain, an OSS spy sent to infiltrate Group 935. Peter, however, had already been discovered, along with Harvey Yennon. The testing affected each of the subjects' minds, making Dempsey extremely aggressive, quieting Takio into only reciting Japanese proverbs, and making Nikolai functionless without vodka. It also had the side effect of erasing their memories, although some still possess a few memories. Okay, Maxis also invented 115 powered teleporters, but they would always destroy anything sent through them. All of these experiments were done with his assistant, Dr. Richtofen. Okay. Without Maxis, Richtofen and Schuster, Schustur, I really cannot pronounce. Schuster, that's what we're going to call him. Dr. S, how about that? Would complete the first successful teleportation with a walnut using a very small amount of 115. When Maxis found out about this, he criticized Richtofen for not working on his project and that the teleporting a walnut wasn't a big deal. I think it's a big deal. Alright, Maxis then told Richtofen that he was going to make a deal with the Nazi Department for money and equipment in exchange for weapons. These new weapons Group 935 created were also powered by 115. Maxis created the ray gun based on the plans received from Shinonuma. Richtofen created the Monkey Bomb and Wonder Waffle DG2 from 115. Maxis promised to mass produce the DG to his superiors, but his growing I had a problem pronouncing this word too. Infatuation. Funny. We're gonna call it infatuation with Sophia. Who's Sophia? We don't know. Could be the wife. That's what my thought is. Slowed his progress and infuriated Richtofen, who was secretly plotting to overthrow him and take control of Group 935. Richtofen continued his teleporting test with Schuster at Dr. S. behind Maxis' back. Richtofen was the first human test subject and was first sent to the MPD. What's MPD? I don't know. I don't feel like clicking on this link. Click on this link, which he believed to be the sign of alien origin. When he touched it, he felt static and started hearing whispering. He was then teleported to a jungle. Don't know. Oh. Shangri-La? Maybe? Two Group 935 scientists, Dr. Groff and Dr. S, were stationed at the moon base and were trying to figure out how to work the machine that would control the zombies. When Dr. S killed a rat, its soul was absorbed by a glass vial protruding from the machine. The pair then proceeded to kill many people until the device was filled with the souls. The bodies were buried on the moon, leaving them open to zombification. When they finished, they contacted Richtofen, who told them that he was going finally to get rid of the Maxises. indicating that the two scientists were aware of his scheme. When Maxis used his daughter Samantha dog Fluffy as a teleporter test subject, he accidentally created the first Hellhound. The dog was teleported, but instead of being destroyed like past test subjects, she was zombified, which I think is sad, because why would you do that to a dog? I mean, you're an asshole if you do that to a dog, you know, whatever. When Samantha came running in and started questioning her dad about her dog, Richtofen left the room. Richtofen then followed through with his previous plan of betrayal by locking Maxis and his daughter in the room with the Hellhound, which seemed to have killed Maxis and Samantha. While it was believed the betrayal succeeded, the teleporter actually worked and sent Samantha to the moon base. In her fear, she ran to the zombie-controlling pyramid, and became the one. To control the zombies. When Richtofen was told, he warned the pair of scientists about the Hellhound and then told them to find a way to get Maxis. When Maxis was found, they let him approach his daughter to calm her down. After apologizing for his action, Maxis told Samantha to kill all of Group 935 members for betraying him and was subsequently shot. Samantha then proceeded to fulfill her father's request by unleashing the zombies. Ooh, zombies, rawr, rape trains, syndicate. I love him. No homo. Richtofen then took his super soldiers to Shinonuma. After this was done, the group went to Der Riese, which had been abandoned since the zombie takeover. The group used Wonder Waffle DG-25115 to overcharge the teleporter, making it capable of time travel. Richtofen was apparently unaware of this possibility until he tried it. He seems unconcerned that he and his partners had been teleported to an abandoned theater in Germany in an unknown year. Kino der Toten. Although he didn't know what year it was, Richtofen knew that the theater, as it was the place Maxis would unveil the teleporter to the German High Command. World War II. Because it's German High Command. That was the thing back then. I know history a little bit. Okay. Since Maxis was killed, the theater was abandoned. Sometime prior to Ascension, Yuri Krashenkovsky, Y, was transferred to work on sending monkeys into space, much to his dismay. His transfer was caused by his superior Gersh device, who he holds a grudge against. As the radio messages progress, Yuri notices the teddy bear and then we're going to call them M dolls, and wonders how a child could be let into the station. A child then slowly drives Yuri insane. Yuri, in a state of insanity, finishes the Gersh device and has Gersh activated, letting in the zombies and trapping Gersh. Yuri soon realizes his mistake and is heard screaming at the end of the last recording. I killed my friend. Whatever. Well, if you have a grudge against them, you probably should kill him. No. After the events of Kino der Toten, the main characters somehow reach the abandoned Soviet launch pad in Ascension. When the game starts, the four are landing in the starting room on the lunar lander as the color turns to black and white, which the characters acknowledge. The characters then hear Gersh, who tells them that the mechanism must be repaired. He is referring to the Commerce mechanism, which must be repaired by completing different tasks. After all of the tasks are completed and the mechanism is repaired, Gersh is free and gives the characters 90-second death machines. While the events of Ascension are occurring in Russia, the events of 5 are also unfolding in the Pentagon. A piece of intel reveals that the Wonder Waffle materials were to be moved to the American-controlled installations. As a mainframe is visible from behind one of the windows in 5, it is apparent that it is moved there as this pre-order. While John F. Kennedy, Robert McNamara, Fidel Castro, and Richard Nixon are negotiating, the zombies break into the Pentagon with only 4 of them left to fight them. While fighting, they call the characters in Ascension using 3 red telephones spread across the Pentagon. 3 telephones, not 4. There was 4 characters. Odd. As they continue fighting, the 3 super soldiers test subjects slowly regain their memories. Takio is the first to remember, and he remarks to himself that someday when the group is finished fighting zombies, Richtofen will get what he deserves. He also shows his observations of the 2 other. He believes Nikolai drinks vodka because he wishes to forget the past and can't function when he remembers it. Perhaps meaning Nikolai is beyond hope. Tank, on the other hand, is slowly making progress as he remembers that he had seen Richtofen before the fight at Shinonuma. Takio notes his shifting memories and believes Tank is finally remembering what Richtofen did to him. Alright, I'm going to leave that off for part 2. Yes, part 2 to this theory. It's a lot of writing. Trust me, it's like a book. We're almost done. Almost. Stay tuned to part 2, and don't I look handsome? Oh, yeah. No, that's dirty. I shouldn't do that. Okay.